Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of the Naviate Feature of the Week series. In this week's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Naviate Accelerate Filter Elements feature. This is actually going to end up being a two-part video because the Naviate Filter Elements feature is actually comprised of two different features. We have the Filter Elements function, and we also have the quick filter elements function. Today we're going to focus on the filter elements function and how we can use that to help us improve our efficiency when selecting elements in a project within Revit. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we're just looking at a three-dimensional view of an apartment building that I'm working on. I'm going to go ahead and jump into a floor plan view here, and we'll run through this demonstration on how the filter elements feature can improve our selection process. So let's go ahead and come to Naviate Accelerate. I'm going to click Filter Elements, which is a drop down. Again, this is a two-part tool. Today we're going to be looking at the filter elements itself, so I'll go ahead and click on that. And this brings us into the Naviate Filter Elements dialog box. And here I have the ability to pick from all the elements that are visible. Currently I have this set up for elements in view, and I'm actually going to explore all of the elements within my project by clicking the little radial button down here, and you'll notice that my list within my panel here got significantly larger, which is good. This is looking for all objects within my project and not just the specific view I was on. So for this example, I'm going to set up a filter for all of the rooms within this project. So I'm going to go ahead and select the rooms, and you'll notice that the property panel here in the middle is now populated with all of the parameters associated with rooms. I'm going to go ahead and pick levels from this list and add it over to my contains panel. And I'm also going to pick name. And here, this probably looks pretty similar to you. So this is set up very similar to how a Revit schedule would be set up if you're filtering within a schedule. So I have my level parameter, and I have this drop down next to my level parameter that allows me to specify whether it equals, doesn't equal, greater than or equal, less than, all the things you would see when filtering within a Revit schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and use greater than or equal to, and I'm going to select my fifth floor because I know all the rooms that I'm looking to select occur from the fifth floor and beyond. Now I can come down to the names parameter, equals, and I am going to go ahead and grab all of the bathrooms within this project. So there I have my filter set up. I'm looking for all of the levels, the fifth floor and beyond, and I'm looking for any names that are bathroom. And I can actually go ahead and come back here to the left-hand side of this dialog box, and I can save this filter selection for future use. And I'm going to do that, and then we'll come back around to it when we go take a look at the other part of the filter elements feature in our next video. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, and I'm just going to call it Tower Bathroom Selection for now. That way we have a pretty distinct name. We know exactly what we're getting when we go to use that later on. So I'll hit OK. And it's going to go ahead and save this filter selection. And now I can go ahead and down here in the bottom right hand corner, I'm going to hit select elements. We'll wait a second or two here, and there Naviate has gone ahead and selected the bathrooms. So I'm only looking at the fifth floor level plan right now, and you can see the two bathrooms here are selected. But if I come into my properties palette, you'll notice that I have a total of 32 rooms selected, which tells me that Naviate has gone ahead and selected all of the bathrooms that exist within this project on all levels in both towers of my apartment building. And that is how we would use the Naviate Accelerate filter elements feature to set up an assortment of different selection sets. Again, this is a two-part command. So the next video, we're going to go ahead and look at, okay, now you've set up your filter elements selection set. How can I use the Naviate quick filter elements to access those selection sets and a couple of other things that the quick filter elements feature can do. But for now, that's the Naviate filter elements feature. I hope you found this helpful. I use this particular feature of Naviate Accelerate all the time. I find it saves me a ton of time on all of my projects. That is all I have for you guys this week. Thanks, and hopefully we'll see you next week.